What is up, everybody? My name is Cameron Kerr. This is the 2023 Fedex St Jude. My personal one of my favorite betting memories from this show last year
Ever. Yeah.
ever. Like
Ever.
honestly, TCU +3 in March Madness against Willie Z. Yeah, I have that poster too. It's over there.
I didn't even know you had that. It's a great poster.
No, you posted it last year, and I went in. I like
That's
asked you where you
right.
got it because I wanted it. But yeah, literally my favorite golf betting memory ever. But joined by Matt Gannon, new host of the Golf Gambling Podcast. He just did his DFS show with Joe Thomas. Great listen. I listened to 75% of it. But we are going to be doing some outright idle. And for those of you who don't know what this is, I am going to give my outrights based on my minimal but slowly growing knowledge of golf gambling. And then Matt's going to talk about it. If you are in the chat, give your shout outs, give who you want to talk about, and we will give you a shout out, and Matt will break it down for us. So
Hopefully, it can help. Hopefully, I can give you someone.
Yeah, well, I didn't bet Russ last week, and I just sat on my couch watching golf all week, and I was like, "Damn, I should have listened to Matt." I did have him as my one and done, so
That's a victory lap. Then if you haven't been one and done, that's basically a win.
yeah. So, what is your strategy? Like, we can go ahead and jump into that, and we can choose that first. But what is your strategy? Do you bet the guy, or is it for your one and done? Is it a guy that you're like leaning towards, but you don't necessarily want to put money on? Or is it a
Yeah.
guy, your most confident guy? Like you're the guy
No,
you're betting.
I probably will switch for next year because I plan on having more one and done exposure to being in more leagues. But right now I just play in one and done league, and everyone I play in one and done / play in DFS, I don't bet. So I try to have as much exposure across the board in different ways as possible, and that's worked so far this year. So for the first 60% of the season, I was way up in outright betting. And then I started to not win any more outright bets, but then I started to win in DFS and win in other markets. So, yeah, I mean, rarely am I going to win everywhere every week. Like I won't, because I'm doing that for a reason. So, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. I think I should probably play more guys I'm confident in both markets, but that's kind of just what I do right now. So if I play someone in one and done, if I play someone in DFS, I just won't bet them. And I kind of go with my strongest guys as bets. But from there, I mean, I don't know. I might switch it up next year, but that's what I do now.
Okay, I like that. I mean, that's kind of what I do. Like I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna bet. I don't think I'm gonna get there on Russ, but I'm gonna take him one and done, and it worked out. So these are the guys I have left, and I don't think anyone who is close enough to me is going to be listening to this.
I hope they are.
No, yeah, I hope they are too. But I don't think so that's my thing with these last two events. So there's only two events left in one and done. And each one is worth 2.7 mil to the winner. And I'm in first place by 1.4 right now. So The guys I'm leaning towards, I have six. I have Sepp Straka, Brian Harmon, Andrew Putnam, Keegan, Windy C, and Harris English. Now I put Putnam's pretty far down. He's pretty low on the board, but
yeah, you can't play Putnam.
He has pretty good course history here.
But you have two events left. There's no reason for you to take that much of a dive.
That's true.
It's not like you're chasing any because no one's gonna play Putnam. It's not like you need like a random guy. You got to go with it. Just take cross Putnam off.
Yeah.
Off the top, I would say Brian Harmon, Keegan Bradley, or I would honestly like those two better than Harris. I don't think I'm out on Sepp.
You're out on Sepp?
Yeah, I mean, he finished second here last year and is playing good golf, so he makes a lot of sense. But I think Sepp goes on these heaters where it's a few event stretches and he's not like the consistent golfer. Like Brian Harmon, or not even really Harris English. Brian Harmon is the most consistent out of the bunch. And I think in your situation, you just need a solid guy. Like Brian Harmon is solid. He checks all those boxes. I don't think he's going to finish outside of the top 30. Like he just fairway green, two putt, just a safe guy. Whereas Harris and Sepp, they can have those horrible rounds. Like Harris was like 7 over last week. And Sepp, like I said, he goes on those streaky heaters. He very well may be in it, but I just think Brian Harmon's a safer pick for your situation.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree. But my only concern is I know that if I just won the Open, I would be like, check out on the season, you know?
Who'd you have at the Open?
Scotty.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, you can't complain. You're in first place.
No, I can't. Who did I have in one and done at the Open?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Sorry. I thought you meant who did I have bet. I think I used Ricky at the Open.
Okay, yeah, but no, either way, you're in a good spot. You have two events left. I would go with the safe pick. Definitely, like, don't pick that risky Putnam. Like, if you were in like 7th and needed a massive chase, then Putnam, yeah, but no, not right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was leaning towards Sepp. Sepp's on my. We'll go ahead and start there. Sepp's on my card, or he's on my list. 50-1, second place here last year. I'm so glad he didn't beat Willie Z. I like can't stress that enough. I'm so happy he did not beat Will Zalatoris.
No, I cried.
Yeah. Oh, I was on the verge of tears. If I wasn't in my in-laws' living room, and I was already just being way too obnoxious about it.
Do they know that that's why you named your son Will Zalatoris? For the listeners,
No,
Cam named his son Will Zalatoris, by the way.
my son's name is not Willie Z, unfortunately, but I wish it was because he won me a lot of money.
I wish it was.
I miss him so much. Sepp
Is he sleeping?
No, yeah, he's sleeping. Yeah, he's been asleep. He doesn't sleep through the night though. So, all right, Sepp missed the cut at the 3M.
Which I wouldn't really like. I don't think that's like a bad thing for anyone because the 3Ms are very volatile course. My thing with Sepp is he's just so streaky. Just go through his profile. He'll have a few like good events, and then he'll have a few like miscut. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's
this
so
stands
streaky.
out. This stands out.
Yeah, and he played well last year.
I mean,
Yeah.
he might just be a guy though.
I mean, he played college golf in this area. Personally, I just think Brian Harmon's safer, but I don't hate the Sepp call. Like he's in good form. He played well last year. It's like put 2 and 2 together. It makes sense.
Okay. I think is he gonna be chalky?
Sepp? Yeah, I think so. I think people are gearing up Sepp. But and I feel like especially in one and done too, because people probably have the big guys already taken. They'll go Sepp's his fan favorite. People like Sepp, so I think they'll go with him.
I could go with the strategy, just kind of thinking trying to choose what the guys right below me are going to choose, and then
I don't think you got to overthink it. I just go with the safe guy.
All right. Next, love this play. Great course history. Matthew Fitzpatrick, 35-1.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Matt Fitz, you kind of know what you're getting. I don't really know what he's been doing with the off the tee stuff. He kind of makes his hay with his driver and his putter, and it's been a little haywire the last month. Weird for Matt Fitz. He popped out of nowhere at the Masters, and then Harbor Town. He was dealing with an injury. Then he won a golf tournament. And then he's kind of just been like blah since then. So he's got to figure out the driver, but because you can't be in the rough here, you just simply cannot to win. But he does well in difficult conditions. Not that these are like difficult conditions, but they're not like minus 25 conditions. You're gonna have to really strike your ball to the green. And Matt Fitz in his prime is one of the better drivers in the world, and he's not that right now. But the course history is what it is. Like I said, he does well.
This course
And
is pretty penal in the rough, right?
yeah, man, Matt Fitz is literally one of the better drivers in the world, but he's kind of not doing that right now. So he's got to get back to
Okay.
that baseline.
Well, maybe since his brother just won, he's gonna be like, oh hell no, I'm winning.
I don't hate that narrative at all. Like that's a
Hmm.
motivation thing.
Okay. I'm gonna skip Putnam. We already talked about him. I just like his course. Like I mean, on all of his starts, he's been T25. He got second and then fifth last year. And he's 110-1.
Yeah.
So
He's actually 110-1.
yeah, on
Honestly, I
DraftKings.
thought he'd be longer than that. You might find
Um,
longer odds on him on
oh,
somewhere else.
really? I think it
Yeah.
actually went down, dude. Yeah, 100-1.
Well, you
I
got
mean, I
to
could
remember
probably
that
find better.
this event was not what it like. This event is different this year. Like it wasn't always the playoffs. Not all the every player wasn't always there. It was kind of
Oh,
a mixed bag. So you have to take that with a grain of salt. Take
when did
all the
that
courses.
start?
This is the first time it's a playoff event.
Seriously, it wasn't last
No,
year?
no, Northern Trust was last year,
Oh, all right.
and then it used to be a WGC. It used to be a World
See,
Golf
yeah,
Classic.
you learn something new every day. That's why we're talking, folks. There's probably someone out there who's like, "Oh, yeah, sure. I'm a casual too." All right. And then I feel like we've talked about these guys before, and I feel like if I have one, I always have the other for some reason. And you talked about him on the DFS show, but Max at 30 and Tom at 35.
Tom Kim. Okay, yeah. Max is so weird. Now he's like a guy that has bad course history, but besides the course history, he checks like a lot of boxes. He's playing really good golf right now. It's like 20th, 12th, 10th, something like that. And when Max is at his best, he's
There you go. Yeah.
gain strokes around the board. Like he's hitting the ball well. He kind of chipped himself out of the Open. I think he had the game to contend at the Open. Obviously, Brian Harman ran away with it. He was only a few strokes out of like second, you could say, but he hit a few bad shots at the wrong time. So because I bet Max Homa, so I was tracking him a lot at the Open, and he hit so many great shots. He was in the right spot. Obviously, it was his best major finish of his career, so he has
Yeah.
been doing something right. But he just made those few mistakes at the wrong time to really get him out of contention. He was playing really good though. I think he's rounding into form at the right time, and he plays good this time of the year. He's got 2 wins in September in his career, so I like Max Homa in the summer. He knows how to win in fields like this. He's won at Wells Fargo. He's won at Genesis. So outside of the majors, Max Homa's fair game. East Coast Bermuda isn't really his thing, but at the end of the day, it's golf. And I think Max Homa should be able to play golf on this course, and I don't think anyone's going to play him because of the course history. I might play him.
Whew. I love that.
You like
Damn.
that? All right, let's go.
Woo! All right. Max is winning.
I hope I might bet him. I'm definitely doing. I'm
Dude.
playing him heavy in DFS, or I'm betting him.
Oh, I just got a half chub hearing you talk about Max like that.
Love that.
What?
I love that. I love that.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. We already talked about Tom a little bit. I like Russell, but I want to preface this before you judge this pick. I don't think he's going to win. I'm not going to bet him. I don't think he's going to win. I think he's one of those guys like Cameron Young, who I don't think is ever going to win a golf tournament. Ever.
I don't think he's ever on that.
Yeah. I would have cashed my ticket. I tweeted it out. Sahith or Carson Young to win before Cameron Young, and boom, would have cashed. It would have been sorry, not Sahith. Sorry, not Sahith. Akshay. Wow. Yeah. Akshay or Carson Young to win before Cameron Young, and it cashed at the Barracuda. So, I'm not going to bet him though. What are your thoughts?
Russell, yeah, he's gonna play well. Russell's a guy who He's streaky too. When he gets going, he gets going. This is another course you got to play out of the fairway. He ranks first this season in driving accuracy. Kind of hurt him down the stretch last week though. When
Is he
Russell gets
really
on,
first?
yeah, you can fact check me on that, but go to the PGA Tour website or something. Look at Russell Henley's driving accuracy stat. I believe it's first. So when he's under pressure though, it doesn't really work out well, like we saw on the back nine yesterday. But he's playing well. He went to Georgia. He knows how to play in this area of the country. He's on Bermuda, which is notoriously his best surface. Is not this year, but he putt well last week on the same
Okay.
surface. Do you know how to find it? Go down. Go to
Oh,
off the tee. Driving accuracy.
oh, there we go. Where is it?
Keep going.
Driving
Accuracy.
accuracy percentage. Russell Henley.
First.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow,
yeah,
I
it's
didn't
Russell
know
Henley.
that.
He can very accurate, but yeah, he's playing good golf. Nothing. Russ causes me a lot of nightmares and bad thoughts, but deep down I love him.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet him, but I love him for getting second. I mean, at least like you just can't show that twice in a row on the
Oh,
last three holes of a golf
more
tournament.
than twice.
Oh
It's
yeah, and I
been
mean the Sony that you guys were talking about.
a
Yeah,
lot of times in his
yeah,
career he's
yeah.
done that.
Okay, last guy. We'll wrap it up. Our boy Sahith Theegala.
It's well when I tell you no one's gonna play Sayid Gala, no one's gonna play Sayid Gala. But like I always say with him, there's no rhyme or reason to when he's gonna play well. There's no course that I think he can or can't play well on. He's coming off 3 straight missed cuts.
Yeah, so I
That's
have a note. It says, "Ask Matt what happened to Sahith Theegala, 90-1."
yeah. I mean, when he is at his worst, is it's kind of consistently he is squarely off the tee, accurate. So if he can commit to clubbing down off the tee like he did at Travelers, although that's not really a recipe for success on a golf course like this where the top guys are going to be ripping driver and just being a lot closer. But he's just so inconsistent with the driving accuracy. Can he have a accurate driving week? Sure, but can he hold that over 72 holes when there's no cut? I'm not really sure because the cream will rise to the top in events like this when there's no cut. That's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of lower on like mid to low price guys because like the Steven Yeagers of the world who are making like 18 out of 20 cuts, but that's not gonna like he obviously everyone's gonna make the cut here. So how will those 2 rounds equate to 72 holes when everyone's making the cut? Whereas
Look
you
at
get
this
ahead of
though.
them. Sahith +6
Yeah,
accuracy
the
percentage
first time. Yeah, the first time he's been
last
accurate with the
week.
driver. Yeah, last week in a long time.
Yeah, that's but it's very inconsistent. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of know what you're getting with Sahith. It's like off the tee, it's gonna be bad. But I'm a big Sahith guy, but he it's weird because he has the ability to pop in every single category. He can have those +1.5 weeks in every single category. You just don't know when or where you're getting them. That's why I like playing him when the number is right, and the number is right this week. He has the talent to compete at any of these events. It
Okay.
just but these are one of the more narrow fairways on tour, which is worrisome for Zahith. But he did contend at Travelers that has really narrow fairways, but that course is much shorter than this course. So I think he's a great play for volatility and upside. Can he win this tournament down the stretch on Sunday? Tough ask.
I'm gonna bet him 90-1.
No, yeah, I think it's a good number. I don't hate that.
I'm gonna definitely betting him first round leader too.
I like that.
And then I also have Ricky written down under first round leader.
Ricky for everything.
Oh, you're a Ricky. You love Dick this week?
No, I honestly haven't bet Dick since like the 2021 3M Open, but he's doing everything well. He's hitting his middle irons really well. He's really accurate off the tee. He's long enough. Yeah, he's a good ass fucking golfer. Like no beef with Rick. What's his odds? Like 20-1, 18-1?
Yeah, it's gonna be low if I had to guess.
Yeah, I'd rather bet someone else in that range than Rick, but
Oh no, 30. That's higher
30.
than I was
Okay,
expecting.
I agree with you. That's a better number than I thought. Honestly, that I might have to consider that then. 30-1, Rick. I can get
Yeah, I
behind that.
mean, yeah, if you're I mean, I said max at 30.
I think I
Where's
prefer
Max
Max too.
now? Max is 35. He went up.
Damn, he was like
So did
90-1 last week. I mean, at the Open, he was like 75-1 or something like that.
who?
Max, I bet him at like 75-1 at the Open.
Really?
Yeah. Then I
Well,
mean,
he's been top 10 at a major now, so he's gonna check that box on the trend sheet for a bunch of guys. So I mean, I
I'm
think
surprised with that rookie number.
30.
I thought he'd be lower too. Yeah, I thought he'd be lower.
What do you think he is on FanDuel? Higher or lower?
I feel like he's got to be lower.
30.
30 consensus. I mean, that's a good number to be honest. He's playing. The narrative around Ricky all summer was awesome.
Is Tyrrell Hatton playing better than him right now? No.
Like, I think so, honestly.
Oh, really?
He had one bad week, and it was the Open.
He's been more consistent, I guess.
Tyrrell Hatton, and like he's played, I think, 16 times since Phoenix, and he's finished like inside the top 5 or top 7, and like 7 of them. So he's just so consistent. But he doesn't really win golf tournaments. But this is a kind of a winning scorer where I like Hatton at.
All right. Minus, like, what do you think it's going to be? 15 again?
I would say in that 15 to 18 range, 15 to 17 range.
Okay,
so
what
it is. There's a lot of water and the rough. It's very hot too.
Okay. I like it. All right. Well, that is it. Hopefully this helped you narrow down some choices. Matt, thanks again for staying up a little bit later with me and helping me out here. I think we're gonna hit an outright this week.
Anytime. This is one of my favorite streams. So
all right. I like to hear that. Thanks again.
Hell yeah.
Let it.